welcome to RuneScopes by Amanda, that's me. This month, in conjunction with our runes, I will be using the Medieval Scapini Tarot by Luigi Scapini. Be sure to join me after you watch this video for part 2 of your September reading over on my Vimeo channel. I will be shuffling and interpreting one card from Nature's Whispers Oracle by Angela Hartfield and Josephine Wall. It's just additional advice for how to handle whatever we get here for September. So follow that link below. But let's jump in and see first which runes. I'm going to talk to Aries for September 2018 and my Aries. What's going on? Aries. September. Messages for Aries. There it is. As always, Aries, keep in mind these are general readings for thousands of people who identify with the sign of Aries. So not all of these messages will be specifically pertaining to your circumstances. The only way I can do that is in a private session where we're one-on-one and I'm only connecting with your energy. So if you would like to set up a private appointment, if you've got some circumstances you need some answers, drop me a line at my email address. It's here in the video somewhere and below in that info box. Just shoot me a line and we can get that set up. You can check out the video for your rising sign as well, though, to get additional messages and information about what may be going on for you in September. Okay. Got a lot of runes up here. Let's see. All right, our challenge or focus. That's where we always start. Let's see what's coming through here. Well, you could be encountering some sort of opposition from a group of people regarding some shifts and changes you're trying to make because you're in control. You've been put in control of something, or you've taken control of something. And so those of you that are like managers, supervisors, if you own your own business, you could be making some changes as far as like protocol or processes or, you know, systems or software or anything that people working for you have to deal with, and they're not digging it. You may feel like everybody's against you. Everybody in the group is balking or, you know, dissenting or gossiping about you or saying negative things about you when you're just doing your job, or just doing something that in the long, while it may be a hassle in the present, in the long term, the long run, it's going to be a good thing. Others of you, it could be family or friends that are really trying to talk you out of making a big change. Maybe you're going to be moving. You've got Rido, which is the rune of big shifts and changes, especially when it comes to travel or relocation. So maybe they're trying to talk you out of, I don't know, taking a big trip or relocating to another country, another state. You know, maybe you're thinking about moving far away. Maybe you're thinking about leaving your spouse. Maybe you're thinking about leaving a job and your coworkers are like, no, you need to stay here and be miserable with us. So in some part with the Magician card here, as your challenge, there is a challenge of getting the naysayers under control, or getting the backlash or the peanut gallery under control. So, and you may lose confidence at some point with this. You know, at some point in September, Aries, part of you may be thinking, you know, maybe this isn't worth it. Maybe if all of these people are, you know, all of this backlash or all of this opposition is coming at me, maybe it's not worth it. But with Rido here and the Magician, I mean, the Magician is a really powerful card. It's a major arcana. You have 2 major arcana in your reading for September. So that indicates that even though you may be feeling, or that may be the illusion that you're out of control, or that this is a bad change, you shouldn't do this, you shouldn't proceed with this journey, you shouldn't proceed with this change, or whatever this is, I think that the truth is you should be, because you're eventually going to get the upper hand. The magician is always, he has everything that he needs, right? He has all the experience, the education, the wisdom, the power to affect the change that he's trying to make. So if your confidence is a little bit shaken in September here, Aries, about something you're doing, hang in there, because I do feel like that's a temporary or illusory energy. It's not real. It's just maybe what's being projected back to you from other people, and all this dissent or opposition you may be encountering. Or again, just like family or friends trying to talk you out of something. Try to talk you out of making a change that you feel would be for the best. Now, in the present energy, we've got the Hermit. So for some of you, the present will be right now, whenever you're watching this video. For others of you, it would be end of August, early September, during Virgo time, which is the card, the sign associated with the Hermit. I mean, what this is saying, both of these cards are very, singular. The Hermit hides away. He doesn't need company. The Magician has confidence in his own abilities. He has confidence in his journey. He's starting out he's embarking on a new journey. There's a new beginning, and he's still in the phase where he's excited about it, right? Because it's the card's a 1. So you may be kind of hiding away. You may be avoiding socializing with too many people here, Aries, for some reason at the beginning-ish of September, or in the present. You may just be kind of withdrawing to yourself, seeking your own counsel. The Hermit can be somebody who is like this. That's an older, wizened person who may or may not have spiritual connotations for you. They could be a spiritual leader, a spiritual teacher, but this could just be an older relative who has a lot of experience that you are relying on, consulting, talking to help, to help you through this journey, or you may be seeking their advice. And because they make their own way and spend a lot of time on their own and really kind of listen to their own wisdom, they don't put a lot of stock in what other people are saying. They don't have a lot of, they don't really seek a lot of outward input, because they don't need it. He has the wisdom, the experience necessary to rely on that. He doesn't need anybody else's input. So, I mean, there's a similarity here. So you're either kind of hiding away because you don't want to hear any more negative opinions on what you're doing, because whatever this is, you're set on a goal. Uruz is here, and it's like you are determined to complete this, to finish this, to take care of this. This is a strong, forceful, very masculine rune, all about like, I'm going to achieve my goal, and if you get in my way, be prepared to be run over, because I'm not stopping. This rune has associations with the oxen. So yeah, you get in the way of a team of oxen, and it's pretty much all she wrote. It's a very powerful rune, and you have a lot of power available to you, and you don't need anyone else. You don't need anyone else's approval, and you certainly, it's not their lives. It's your life, so you have to live it and make moves and do things in a way that's best for you, or in the way that you're feeling strongly about. Excuse me, Aries. I'm trying to get over, knock on wood, a cold. So yeah, this is a course of action you're very set on. And like I said, you know what's best for you, not other people. Sorry, Aries, this video may be a bit choppy. That just means I had to stop it to cough. The help that's going to be available to you in September, we do have the Ace of Rods in reverse. And this is coming up next to secrets being revealed, skeletons coming out of the closet, someone's bad behavior, or irresponsible behavior. It's repetitious. So that could be what's coming out. Like you may be, you know, finding out that yeah, like someone or this group, they're always this way. Like anytime anything changes. Maybe you're a new manager. You came into a company that needed help. Maybe you're consulting. You've recommended making some changes, or you are making changes, and they're balking at this. And, you know, you're being told by, you know, your boss or someone that the person that hired you, maybe like they always do this. Whenever we change anything, it'll pass, you know. So your best help is taking, you know, not responding to situations like that. If people are saying, you know, gossiping about you, or it's getting back to you that people are talking negatively about you, or so this opposition, I mean, I feel like try not to get upset about it. Try to keep your anger at bay, because feeding into it or responding is not going to help your case, or it's not going to serve you in any way. Do your best to maintain your patience, your composure, because you do have help here. There's a very helpful influence around you, and it could be a newer one. This could be a new friend or an ally within this company that you are kind of buddying up with, and I feel like they have a lot of insight. They're going to be very protective of you. They're going to have your back, so to speak. And for some of you, it could be the person that hired you. If this is like you're coming in to change things in a company, and like this person is going to be the one to kind of be like, hey, this is going to stop. This is happening, deal with it. So I feel like somebody has your back. They're going to be a very protective influence. And if you don't know who this is, they're coming in at some point in September. Kind of coming in to kind of speak on your behalf or defend you, or protect you in some way. Or it may be them that's revealing to you, like, yeah, this hidden pattern of behavior, you know. Let me see if there's anything else coming through with this. Or, you know, for if this is just your family or friends that are like trying to talk you out of doing something, I mean, they're always like this. Because they try to talk you into living the life that they live. So they're always like very negative if you're trying to do something new, or kind of thinking outside of the box, or taking a risk or anything like that. They are just very critical of that. So, but there may be one person, one friend, or one person in the family that's like, yeah, you know, go for it. They always are like that. You know, they're always like that. Ignore them. Ignore the group. So the what must be accepted about the month of September, we've got the Five of Wands in reverse. So this is an end to just petty bickering and fussing and fighting. And that's what this is in the upright. It's like little kids in the schoolyard, stupid fighting or pretend fighting, right? It's a battle, but it's a mock battle. It's not like the Five of Swords, which is, you know, out and out war. So, and Libra got this, but it got it in a different position. So, and got it in the upright. You've got it in the reverse. So, unexpectedly, somebody puts the kibosh on this, and I feel like it may be this helpful influence who either tells everybody, you know, shut up, let Aries do what Aries wants to do, or, you know, leave Aries alone, let them do what they want to do. This is somebody coming in and saying, you know, this is going to stop. And it may be the boss addressing, like, you know, Aries has come in to fix this. This was the problem. Stop giving Aries a hard time. If I hear that anybody else gives Aries a hard time, you're out of here. So yeah, there's an unexpected end to this petty infighting or quibbling or conflict, or slings and arrows. In some cases. In other cases, it could be like something unexpected comes up and nobody has time to keep fighting about this. We got to deal with this. There's a big issue that's way bigger than this, you know, petty stuff. So we gotta jump on this, and it takes everybody's attention away from what it is you're doing, Aries, or the process that you're in the middle of. So unexpected good news here. Whatever the stress is, or whatever you're dealing with, the naysayers or the opposition you're dealing with in September, it seems like there's an end to it unexpectedly. And you do have an ally or somebody who has your back. The outcome is the Seven of Cups. So this is all about, you know, options, or maybe it's sometimes confusion though, because you have so many options for a new beginning. This is Ingwaz. So Ingwaz has a lot of associations with protection, with luck, with new beginnings, new projects, you know, new opportunities with the Seven of Cups. So you may have some offers on the table, or there may be a lot of different ways you can proceed with this journey, with the changes you're starting, you know, trying to make, or you know, going on this trip or moving opens up all these opportunities, because maybe you live in an area where there aren't a lot of job opportunities, so you're moving to a location where there's just more work in your field, or you know. So the outcome of September is the time is right for a new beginning, something you've always dreamed of doing too, because the Seven of Cups has a lot of associations with fantasy, and something that you've always fantasized about doing, maybe a place you've always fantasized living, or it could be the kind of person, it could be a new relationship, the kind of person you've always fantasized about being with. So yeah, single Aries, you could be meeting, or could have met, because I think last month you had a very love-focused reading. You could have met somebody who is very fantasy-esque, and that's still going pretty sweet. It's kind of living the dream with this. But yeah, there could be a bit of feeling overwhelmed with getting what you want at the end of September, but that's a good problem to have. That's really a good problem to have. Or, you know, being overwhelmed by options and choices, you know, and wanting to make the right choice. And that may be where you need to talk to somebody, or go seek out this advice, or talk to this friend, this ally, like what would you choose? Or, you know, you may need to consult with someone about, you know, here are the options, you know, I just need some input or help with which one to choose. So a lot of creativity here too. For some of you, that may be your escape from like the mundane, you know, job stuff. You may have a creative escape. Maybe you write or play music, or, you know, knit, or I don't know why knitting keeps coming up. It seems like that came up for someone else. But maybe you should take up knitting, Aries. I don't know. But yeah, there's losing yourself in creativity, or losing yourself in the fantasy, the ideal of this new beginning, and being very excited about it. So there is a very tangible, happy result here to September. Ignore the naysayers, Aries. But like I said, join me over on Vimeo. That link is below. I'm going to shuffle Nature's Whispers. I want to see what further spiritual guidance they have for you for the month about how to handle these energies. And I'll see you over there, and I'll see you back here next time.